Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Darrow here with another Options and Play video update. I feel like I've really been trying to drive home this point over the last few weeks that stops should just be very, very tight on all of your trades. Okay, we're taking money faster and we're keeping our stops tighter. I've written about it, I've talked about it, talk about it during the VTF all day. I mean, it's a choppy market. There's a lot of head fakes, a lot of reversals, a lot of winners are breaking down, or you're starting to see some of like the correlations, or maybe like those key elements that we're kind of factoring in over the last few months start to break a little bit, right? All the reopen value names, bonds are starting to recover. So there's a lot of things moving, there's a lot of moving parts. It can be choppy on a day-to-day basis, and there's not a lot of continuity from one close to the next. So it's just very, very important to take money quicker and tighten those stops, right? So tighter stops. And for me, when I talk about stops, option-wise, it's either a technical level, meaning when a pattern that I'm looking at, no longer is valid. So maybe if that's like a bull flag and all of a sudden there's a breakdown, right? That would be a nullification of the pattern, or net debit. So if I'm in options, typically it's a 50 to 60% net debit loss would trigger a stop for me. Okay, so it's one or the other, and usually whichever one comes first. Okay, STX, right? Nice looking pennant, right? It had a big spike in January. Stock was acting great, grinding higher, right? You had support from the 8 EMA, and then you had support from the 20 simple, which is the pink line. And it was setting up like a really nice pennant breakout. Chips were doing better. Memory stocks were doing even better within the semi sector. And the way that it's played out is both twofold, right? So you did end up getting an extension, right? Yes, it was only maybe marginal. It wasn't as much as you wanted, but there was still an extension. The options still moved, and there was an opportunity to take some money. So again, you're taking money quicker, right? With the STX, the May options, they move up. You're taking money quicker. Now, on the flip side, right, you're keeping your stops tighter. So when I was looking at this pattern, obviously the pennant was defined, right? The pennant was defined basically by these moving averages, by the 8 EMA, by the 20, right? And as you can see, as it got narrower and narrower, right, those moving averages became closer to play, closer to the where the stock was, and increasingly in play, right? So today, when it breaks below the 20-day, it's like, yeah, right? Like maybe the options haven't hit that 50 to 60% net debit loss, but clearly the stock is breaking down out of that higher pennant, so it's hitting the technical stop, right? So this is a scenario where, I mean, yeah, it's not at the low for the month of March, and obviously it could still work, but the pennant was the pattern, right? Like that's what we were focusing on. It was the pennant pattern. So when the pennant no longer stands, when it's no longer valid, and right now it's no longer valid because it's losing a higher level, then that's a cue to get out. Okay, so it doesn't matter what you want to happen, right? What the market gives you is what you need to deal with, right? So whether like sometimes that's only like a 1 day move when you want a 2 day move, or sometimes it's a no day move and you just have to hit those exits quick, right? I mean that's what the market is doing, and right now you want to respect the movement. So you're taking money quicker, right? And you're tightening those stops, and at some point the tape will change. We'll get back into that grinding, trending tape, and then we can let things ride. But for right now, quicker, quicker, quicker. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information on swing trading with options or trade management with options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options and play. Hope you have a wonderful night. Stay well, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow.